you guys have traveled for 6 hours, and you guys have noticed that you kind of went off the main like cobblestone road, and now you're more so on like a gravel single lane, like single cart lane road now. As you guys are traveling, you'll notice that the general like environment is going to be mostly plains, but you're kind of not along, but around a river um, that runs through Boulder's Gate and also through these fields of the dead. Um, you'll go the entire day without running into really any trouble as it kind of becomes nighttime.
Would you say as it becomes nighttime? I apologize.
You guys won't really run into any troubles as it starts becoming nighttime.
Cool. About how far into the trail, or how far to Elturel, roughly, could I tell?
You will know, like
Given how far away the dirt path was, or the cobblestone path, rather.
you guys, it should be like a day and a half before you guys actually make it to Elturel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Have we seen any sign of the royalty traveling? Because as I remember, I remember of royalty being escorted by a bunch of paladins.
Yeah, the Duke was escorting the other parties. Apart from the dwarves, I think they went off on their own.
Yeah.
Have we seen the
any
dwarves?
sign
of them yet?
You guys were behind. You guys were behind when it comes to the actual caravan. When it comes to Duke Edward. But you will see him in distance as you kind of get off the main road and go down the side road. So far, you have not seen the dwarves.
Okay.
So, as you guys are kind of setting up for camp, someone should roll survival to actually set up camp. Unless you guys want to make a permanent camp, a day and a half away from Elturel. It's up to you. Well, semi-permanent.
I'm happy to try and roll.
I can roll survival for that.
I can roll for survival as well.
Okay.
I'll let y'all.
Okay.
I don't know much about survival.
Got 16.
Yeah, my guy's not too great with it.
17 I got.
Okay. Generally, this is going to be kind of hasty because it is just a stop and sleep situation. But you're going to have a bonfire in the center. You guys are going to have your individual little areas off to the side. But besides that, it is literally a stop-sleep situation. Is anyone staying up and doing shifts throughout the night? Are you guys doing sleep shifts, or are you guys just all going to bed?
I'd say we do sleep shifts. What was that? Fair enough?
I said my character would probably take a shift, yeah.
Okay.
It's a little hard to hear.
Who else feels comfortable?
I'm happy to sleep shift. The only thing I was thinking is we do have a alpha in our group who only needs about 4 hours, is it?
Oh yeah, I got it. I only need 4 hours. I think not Pale, Ravelith also only needs 4 hours, but they're not. I can cover one of the shifts and pretty much like at a certain point I can just take it over for the rest of the night.
Revolution.
Yes, because I was thinking if you had a late shift when we just can't sleep anymore, by then you would have had your 4 hours and would be good, right?
That sounds good.
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to take first shift for what's up?
Revelous said before you guys fully left Boulder's Gate that he's going to remain in the city and study.
Okay.
And he will join you guys in Elturel.
Thorn wants first shift.
Or Tyrell.
Sounds good.
I'll take the first shift.
So generally, it's 8 hours. However, you guys want to divide that up amongst yourselves.
So I can take the second half basically. So we just need someone to cover maybe first 2 hours and then another 2 hours. So 2 people.
Yeah, that'll be.
So-
Thorn seems like Thorn wants to take one. It sounds like.
Me and Willow said to go. We could split it over 2 people for one shift, 2 people for the second shift. So it's just basing on who who wants to do first shift, and who's doing the second shift with you, Val.
Well, second shift is the next 4 hours because the first 4 hours is going to be me sleeping and then or trancing. The next 4 hours is going to be the rest of y'all sleeping. So I could just cover the last 4 hours while you guys get your rest. Unless
Probably
you
do it
want
in
to have
two.
another person, if you feel more comfortable with having another person out.
I think it would be wise to do it in twos in case the lone watchman gets jumped.
Okay.
Yeah, that
Sounds
was
good.
my thinking.
No, yeah, that's fair.
Um,
That's fair. I just
I
Also, I
feel
reckon
like
my character should take first shift because I've got divine sense.
I also want to take first shift, if that's okay with you, Willow.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Sorted.
so first shift, Aeronaut, Thorn, second shift. I'll take the third and fourth, and then someone else can also help me with the third and fourth shift. Is that all right with everybody?
Sounds good to me.
Put it all together.
So,
Hooray.
while you guys are on these different shifts and stuff like that, you guys won't really run into any real trouble. I mean, you'll hear like animals and stuff like that. Who is on the last shift of the night?
It'll be me and whoever else wants to be on the fourth shift.
Willow.
Willow?
Yeah.
So as you guys are kind of sitting around stuff like that, getting ready to wake up everyone, you guys will hear a branch break, kind of in the distance. Both of you roll perception for me. Do either of you? Wait, no, that's hearing. Never mind.
Struggling to get my perception up. Huh?
16.
Okay.
I'm just gonna roll a
16
d20 and hope for
today.
the best. 15. I think my wisdom is a -1, so I'm gonna say it's a 14. Oh no, my strength's -1. Never mind, it's a 15. Okay.
Is this all of us rolling, or is it like what shift is rolling for
What
it?
shift is? Everyone else is asleep, or in.
It's the last shift.
Yes.
The last shift,
Yeah,
okay.
As like the sun's
Cool.
starting to kind of like dusk is or dawn, yeah. Anyways, it's kind of like starting. You guys will hear that about 50 feet away from the camp, a branch broke, and then you guys will hear a thud.
Can we see it through the tree line?
Not really, because it is kind of
Whatever that thud would have been.
Do either of you have dark vision?
I
Yes,
do, yeah.
Okay, perfect.
300 feet.
So both of you will actually be able to see as a goblin will break a branch and fall and land on his butt, and then immediately looking over at camp, he'll kind of give you like a look like this, and right as you two will immediately look at him, you'll see him stand up and immediately turn around and try to start running away.
Did he look like he fell out, or did he look like he was running when he tripped into our vision?
He fell. Like, you could definitely tell he broke a branch, fell, landed on his butt, saw you guys, stood up, and is turning around
far
and is now
away?
running away. He's 50 feet.
Can I?
Am I able to
Should-
make it 20 feet before and have him be within 30 feet?
Yes.
Can I cast command on him? It's
Ooh,
60
good idea.
feet distance
Oh, yeah.
range.
Nice.
So, what does command do? Let me look up that spell.
It is. Oh, I should probably have my character sheet open, huh?
Oh, yeah, you're quick.
Let's see that command.
You speak one word command to a creature you can see within range. Target must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. Follow the command on its next turn. The spell has no effect if the creature is undead or if it doesn't understand your language.
What language are you speaking?
Common.
Okay. second. I gotta actually pull up these stats here. You think I would, remember a goblin stats?
As well as doing that, can I just continue to move forward, just to
Yes.
try to get within 30 feet of the guy?
Oh yes, you will be.
And
Maybe not sprinting, just because I don't want to
my command will be halt.
halt.
Who goes?
I was gonna minor illusion him too, but you got a command is a way better idea.
I figured I'd at least want you to be able to catch up to him.
That was yeah. I was. I
Yeah.
think I don't know what I was gonna do with minor illusion. I was just gonna like. I was gonna tell him to halt as well with a booming voice.
I got an 8. Does that beat your spell save DC?
I would not be playing cleric if it did. No, it does not.
Cool. As he'll immediately just stop. Where he's at. So he started running and he stopped. As Val, you're able to actually run up and catch up with him.
Could I just stay the 30 feet distance though?
Oh, do you want to do that?
Actually, no. I do want to catch up with him because I want to do something else.
So you will be able to catch up to him. As you
And,
kind of see
I'm
his face, he looks.
Following after.
Okay. As you kind of like look in his eyes, he's kind of like terrified. He's like. He has a short bow.
I'm going to. He's not hostile towards us, right? He's just scared. It seems.
It seems like he's scared.
You wouldn't. Okay. I'm going to cast friends on him.
Okay. And what does friends do?
And I get bonus or advantage on charisma checks. And when the spell, it's like basically we're besties right now until after, and then he has the possibility of being hostile. But I want to see if there's any more guys around, and if I'm best friends with him, he'll tell me.
Okay. So asking him.
I'm gonna be like, hey, how you doing? Are there any of your buddies around, or is it just you around here?
It's just me around here.
I want to roll insight on that.
Okay. Roll.
Yeah.
I only got a +1 dice. Oh wait, I have
Um,
actual dice. Hold on.
Your
Would I be able to
your
roll that as well with him?
Yes. Your guys' target numbers are 10s.
Oh, I rolled
I
not
got
a 10.
a
No, I'm saying,
nat
like,
20
with-
for 27.
Nat 20. Oh, I rolled a 3.
So what's your total? Did you get?
27.
I mean, Val. What's
Oh.
your total?
3.
Okay. You will know that he's definitely lying.
Okay.
100% lying.
I'll just look at Val and just shake my head.
That's pretty funny. We actually have a couple friends ourselves. They're a little trailing behind us, but we do have quite a few. Just want to know, what was your plan here exactly?
I mean, I don't really want to tell you.
Why not?
I mean, I don't know why I'm standing still, but I'm standing still.
Well, yeah.
Everything is
hey.
telling me to run.
You fell out of the tree branch, all right? We were just trying to enjoy our night. You just want to know what's going on here. I'm going to put my hand on his shoulder.
Okay, you want to roll persuasion?
Yes.
Okay.
So I get advantage on
Can
that?
I cast guidance on him?
You can.
All right, I rolled a natural 20.
Okay, sweet.
Nice.
So your,
First one. Let's go.
your question was, where is
everybody, basically? Yeah.
Well, you see, there's 2 more of my buddies. We're kind of seeing who is in the area. Make sure you weren't no soldiers.
Didn't mean us any harm then?
I didn't say that.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know. I appreciate that.
But I do come from Elturel, so.
You come from Elturel. Oh. Well, that's a coincidence. We were heading there ourselves right now. What's going on in Elturel?
Boss lady says I can't say.
Okay. Well, can you tell me who the boss lady is, maybe? I can go have a conversation with her.
Roll persuasion.
Okay.
Guidance.
I rolled another natural 20. I'm gonna re-roll that one. Hold on. I rolled another natural 20. It rolled off of my mat, so I'm not gonna count it. I did roll a 19 on my other one though, so it doesn't really matter. I rolled a 10. Okay. 19 plus guidance, which is a D4.
Yep.
Oh, I don't have a D4 out. Uh-oh.
Do you want me to roll one for you?
Yeah. And then plus, what was it, persuasion?
Oh, got a 4.
Okay, it's 27.
This goblin, bro, is being talked at the table. Well, she's. I don't really know what she is, but she kind of looks like an elf, but like a frog elf. All I know, she's really mean, and she's missing an arm.
Have you seen her cast spells or anything similar to that vein?
Yes, I have.
Okay. Would you mind telling your buddies to come out as well, or is that not possible?
Our code is to run.
Our code is okay.
Maybe you can follow us
and-
back
Cut
to
and
camp
run
and
when
we
we're
can get our
scouting.
friends.
Maybe you guys can just trail along with us. We'll keep you safe, you know. Dangerous woods out here.
Are you lying to him?
Not necessarily, no. I'm not saying we're gonna keep him prisoner.
Okay.
That's not my intention. Is to keep him prisoner right now. That's not my intention.
Okay. I thought you were. I was just making sure you weren't lying to him. I would.
No, I meant more.
I would much rather just be let free, just kind of skedaddle on my own.
Well,
on my own way.
How do I know you're not gonna go tell boss lady that we're coming? Seems like she's a person we might want to have a conversation with, and she might or might not want to know that we're coming. If that makes sense.
Pinky promise.
No, no, we're not pinky promising. We're not pinky promising. What are you talking about? I need a. Well, come on. How about you? Willow, what do you think? Did they give us their weapons, or I'm not entirely sure here.
I mean, our friends are just back there. I think we should just get them and carry on the road. There's no need for any bloodshed.
Yeah, that's true. So just let him head back to Elturel.
Also, what's your name?
Oh, mine?
Mhm.
Mine is Bark.
Bart?
Bart, nice to meet you, Bart.
What a strong name.
I try. I say I try, but I did name myself. But you know, it's just very visibly nervous, like just looking down, not making eye contact.
Bart, I have a question.
Yes.
Does your boss lady seem like the type of person who likes to talk, or does she seem more action-based?
Yes.
Okay. So if we were to let you go, Bart.
It depends on the words you say. She gets really angry really fast.
Okay, that's good to know. But Bart, how do we know that when we let you go? Because we're not gonna no bloodshed, just like my friend said.
Okay.
When we let you go, how do we know we're not gonna come to Elturel just to be ambushed by more goblins and boss lady herself?
To be fair, my other friends already knew where you were, so they're probably already expecting you. This road literally only leads to one way.
How far up
That's
ahead
fair.
of the road are they?
You can tell us.
I
Okay.
don't know. Roll persuasion.
He can tell.
Me?
Is that a Willow?
Shit.
Yeah.
You got this.
I should have told you to ask. Guidance.
Guidance.
Woo. 19 for a 21.
Okay.
Nice.
I mean, they ran right when my branch broke, so I mean, probably swinging through the trees or.
Man, those aren't
already
very
gone.
good friends. They just left you?
We're not. We're like colleagues. I mean, we are just scouts, so I don't know. As you kind of see him now, like staring at the ground, twiddling his thumbs, just.
How long does command last, by the way? I'm not sure. Is it like a minute? Because friends only last a minute, so.
1 round, it says.
1 round. So.
1 round.
To be fair, it's not like this goblin has a choice here.
That's true.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, what are we gonna do by holding him? Right? I mean,
Yeah.
hold on.
Sure.
All right, Bart.
Was it Bart?
We're gonna
or
let you
Bark
go.
With a
Bark.
K?
Bark with the K.
Oh, Bark.
Oh,
I'm
okay,
calling you
okay,
Bart. I think.
Yeah.
Bark. We're gonna let you go. We don't mean any harm, we're here trying to do our job, traveling through the area. But maybe, if possible, you could tell the boss lady that we are on our way and we're coming to have a conversation.
I can do that. As you see him, his kind of face lights up. He's like, "Goodbye," and so you just immediately start running.
All right, let's get out of here ASAP.
Yeah, can we go wake the rest of the party if they've all gotten their full rest?
They're 8 hours.
Yeah. Everyone else,
Their beauty sleep.
you'll wake them up and stuff like that. You guys are being woken up a little bit earlier, but nothing that you'll actually get like any negatives for.
Can my character just kind of give him a bit of a stare and be like, "Oh, what time is it?"
It's time to conquer the day.
It's early.
I'm gonna start cleaning up whatever I can.
Okay.
So, group, we did have an interference last night, or just recently as we were doing our watch. We noticed that there was a goblin. He was, him and apparently a couple of his buddies were stalking our group as we were traveling along this path. And they had to do with the issues in Elturel.
So we might get ambushed by 3 goblins, or we might make 3 new friends. Who knows?
At least one.
My character.
At least one new friend.
My character's not even woken up yet. His eyes are still sort of shut, and he just goes, "Please tell me you didn't let them go."
We let them go, but
Why?
it was not without them knowing their place in this situation. They knew that they were struck with fear.
Did
I mean,
you tell them how many of us there are?
I told them there are way more than us, of course. They said there's more coming on their way. But we now know about what's going on in Elturel. It seems like there might have been some sort of takeover from Frog Elf Witch Lady, as well as a ton of goblins.
I mean,
but,
could that perhaps be an orc, considering goblins are stupid?
Oh, it definitely could be an orc of some
Would
sort.
it? I don't think it.
Oh, she's also missing an arm.
Orc, but would it be a Githyanki?
I guess we'll see. We just have, what is it? How long do we have? Like a day or so to think about this, and they are willing to have a conversation. It's not going to be action as soon as we get there, but I think be prepared.
But she does get angry very fast.
Yeah, so watch what you say.
Unless I'm able to make her my friend.
We should have asked what she gets angry about. That was a mistake. Oops. Let's start cleaning up.
Probably letting him go was probably a mistake. We could have
What
used
were we
some
supposed to do?
leverage.
No, because what if we get there and we say we're here to trade this goblin, and then she gets really mad at that?
It sounds like they also don't really care about their own because his friends just left him as soon as he broke the branch.
That's a good true.
Yeah, now they can get ready for us. He's probably just gone back, told them exactly where we're going, and yeah.
Well, they already knew where we were.
Well,
apparently they have goblins on this trail, so
let's just keep our eyes peeled.
No.
Okay. Are you guys?
Who's cooking breakfast?
Oh yeah, forgot.
Who's cooking breakfast?
I can't
What?
cook.
Are we
Don't even
actually
look
worrying
at
about
me.
food? That's my question. Are we worrying about food?
You guys have to mark off your rations and stuff like that.
Okay. Who doesn't? Does anyone not have rations? Because I know some packs don't come with them.
I have rations. I'm good.
Willow or Aernoth or Thorn?
I have 10.
I don't know how I got the Explorer's pack. How many comes in that?
Should be 10. I think the Explorer's pack comes with 10.
Yeah, it comes with 10.
That's one of the few things I didn't have to remove from my pack to not be encumbered.
All right. 1 day of rations gone.
Okay. As you guys will kind of clean up your areas, and hitch up the horse again, and get going on the trail.
And I'm just gonna definitely be keeping my eyes peeled while we're traveling, knowing that there could be an ambush ahead.
Up ahead, you will see. You're going to travel about an hour, as you'll see a fallen tree in the road.
Oh, trees fallen in the road?
Yes.
Do
Does
I
it
see anybody scanning like the tree lines around?
Or perception.
Can I look for where the trunk came from to see if it was like deliberately chopped over or if
I
it
was
fell
gonna
from
ask.
like winds?
Yeah.
Oof.
Okay.
Natural 1 for an 8.
Ooh. Someone want to look around?
You see a bunch of trees, flowers.
It's just so
What about
pretty
the-
here.
So
Do I see a trunk?
roll insight?
Thorn asked if he could roll perception as well.
Yes, you can.
I'm rolling insight?
Yes, because you
Fair
asked
enough.
about the.
Would it be insight or investigation? They're the same. I'm just curious. I rolled it's a 16 or 17, 18.
Okay, because the reason why I said that was because I figured you were staying further back from the tree instead of walking up and physically like.
Oh, I was
getting-
I was like scanning the tree line to see if any like tree trunks have been taken down to see if like maybe someone chopped it over or maybe the wind blew it over or something like that.
Gotcha. It definitely looks like it was. Not 20. Okay, cool.
Like, placed there?
So, Val, you will see that it definitely looks like it was cut, and you will see the trunk off to the left side of the road. And
Nice,
then
okay.
you, Thorn, you will see 4 silhouettes in the wood line. Walking around. They seem to be shorter.
Can I use divine sense just sort of slyly without anybody noticing I'm doing it, just to reach out and see if it's anything malign?
Let me look at what divine sense does.
So it essentially warns me if I think it's fiends, celestials, demons, basically anything with like an evil magical presence, I believe.
Gotcha. You will not get any. You will not get anything from that. It does-
Probably
Can I
goblins.
roll just to see if I can like tell like any like footprints or like if anyone has been nearby or taken this path and maybe like who or what?
The path is well traveled on.
Okay.
I would say there's definitely a lot of foot traffic that does come through here.
What about particularly around the tree trunk?
Like, are we
Around
What?
the tree trunk, yes.
able to get around
Okay.
it?
Yeah, you have to go off into the grass.
What if we break the
Is
trunk?
the carriage able to get around it?
You have to pull off
Can we climb how big is the tree trunk? Could we just climb over it?
with your cart. It
Or
could damage your wheels.
Okay.
It's a decently sized tree.
Eldritch blast the tree.
Fire magic.
You want to Eldritch blast
We
the
might
tree?
cause a forest fire if we decide to do that.
Firebolt everything, yeah.
That's the
Just
goblins' problem.
firebolt the tree trunk.
Can I cast meteor
Forest
shower
fire.
on the
Oops.
tree?
As you guys are kind of sitting there discussing, deliberating what to do with this tree, you guys will hear what seems to be an axe in the distance hitting wood.
Wait, can
Yeah,
I want to look in that direction. Like in the distance or
Like close in the distance.
Close.
Yeah.
Could I sneak towards the area the sound is coming from and try and see where it's coming from or what's going on in that direction?
Yes. Roll sneak. Roll stealth. Sorry.
Nat
then we're going to
20.
Oh.
Jesus. Okay.
Damn.
Ooh,
they're all
that
over.
works out to a 26.
If you get a nat 20, it's an automatic success. Same with a nat.
Yeah, I know.
As you're kind of approaching, you will see kind of like 30 feet away from when you actually get fully into the woods. You'll see the four dwarves kind of having a small discussion about how they're going to get a cart.
Oh.
You'll hear 2 of them like, well, we could just build our own. He's like, yeah, but you're wasting your time knocking down trees when we could just capture someone's cart and just make it our own. And then another one will chime in and be like, "Yeah, but we're not highwaymen. There's really no reason to sit here and just be highwaymen."
Could I use perception to see if it's the same dwarfs from the Sleepy Inn?
It definitely is the same dwarfs from the Sleepy Inn.
Okay, definitely is.
You are, I would say, from the actual cart, you're like 100 feet away.
Okay.
Total.
In this case, I'm gonna sneak back. Do I need to roll again for that?
No, you're good.
No. So I'm gonna sneak back to the group and inform them. We have the dwarves from the Sleepy Inn over there. They're talking about potentially stealing a car. I don't think it's good. We need to try and get out of here as soon as we can, because even though we made friends, I don't know if we can particularly trust them all that much.
How big
Fair.
is the branch that's in the road?
It's a whole tree, like a whole oak.
It's a whole ash tree.
right.
Does it seem like it's possible to break through it, or should we just try to go around it?
You could try to break through it.
Do we want to try to
All
cause
live
that
on
much?
3.
What? Do we want to possibly draw attention to ourselves in that way, or just try to go around it?
If we can go around it, I'd prefer to do that. I would hate to cause harm to those dwarves. They're great.
Yeah, let's try to
drinking
go
buddies.
around.
Yeah, they're good
Also,
guys.
because then what if they want to try to tag along in our cart? Actually, we're too full. We're too full.
Yeah, too full.
Yeah.
Thorn asked if we could just push the tree out of the road.
We can try.
The tree is really big, but you could try if you wanted to.
Could we
Any-
all work together into lifting the trunk to just move out the way just enough?
This is, I mean, you could try, but it is a whole, like, think of like a full-grown like oak tree, like solid oak tree.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, just like having
I see
enough
that-
strength
just-
to even just push it or like lift it.
I say we just try to go around.
Mm.
I just support the cart with your bodies as we are traversing around the tree trunk.
Who is navigating the cart?
Guess whoever
I'm
has it.
riding the horse, so potentially me.
Okay, so give me a animal handling.
Do you ride the horse, or do you drive the horse from the cart?
Just definitely drive the horse from the cart.
I got
And then you add
a.
an additional 2 because you're proficient with the cart, so
I got 15.
cool. So you'll be able to go off the road. The ride will start getting bumpy as you guys are kind of going back and forth.
Can we?
Let's say as you guys will slowly go around the tree. Nothing crazy will happen, like no one will fall out or anything else like that, because the horse and the actual what is that called? Not pilot.
Driver?
Driver, thank you. She seems like she knows what she's doing, and she's kind of going around into like rougher terrain fairly slowly and evenly, guiding the horse through
Nice.
it. You guys will get back on the trail on the other side. Are you guys just
Let's-
continuing on your adventure, or?
Let's just keep going.
I'm just
I would
like
say.
a good boy, Roach. Good job. Stroking the
I say we
horse.
let's keep going.
Just leave the poor dwarves behind.
This is a race. This is a race. We're trying to get these missions in as fast as we can.
We can't trust any group because, as fun as they may have been at Sleepy Inn, it is a race at the end of the day for a lot of money.
Plus, to be fair,
So
they're probably
now we're in
horrible.
it. We can't trust any. We can't trust anyone.
I believe someone. Yeah, he's. Thorn is typing. Just give him a second.
Thorn?
See what he says.
Well, they're looking for a cart to steal. I don't know. Oh, bypass.
Yeah. Can we say hi from the cart by passing? Is what he says.
Just rub it in. Hi guys.
Hi guys.
I feel like that's just gonna
Big
drive
old
them
point
even
there.
more.
We don't want to irritate them. We've made friends. I would not want to, affect any friendship we have with the dwarves by coming across as cocky or patronizing.
We might need their help if we
Yeah.
have a fight at Elturel
Yeah,
as
they
well.
Plus
they
they
could
were alright.
become good allies in the future, but for now we should stay back essentially.
As you guys will continue on down the path, besides that, you guys won't really run into any problems. You will be seeing small animals as you guys are kind of leaving the woods and kind of getting into more of a plains.
Gonna break pieces of my rations off and throw them to the animals as we pass by.
Okay. Let's say you're gonna
Ooh.
you're going to see like rabbits, foxes. You're gonna see the occasional groundhog, stuff like that. Nothing
Can I
too exotic.
shoot one of
was
the rabbits with my bow and get some food?
Sure, roll.
I was actually going to say something very similar.
Right, so what am I rolling for?
You're rolling to hit.
Rolling to hit, so
It should
1d8.
no, it's a D20.
Oh, d20.
It's a D20 plus your modifiers. Which we can kind of. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, so that's
You
a
put your character sheet in the backgrounds, right?
that's an 18 to hit.
18 to hit. Okay. Just off the dice.
Yeah. That's off the d20.
Okay, so what you want to do is, like, on your character sheet, you want to move the attack bonus, like that whole 1d8 plus 4. You want to move that to damage/type, and then you want to take your arrows and then put it in weapons and armor, or somewhere else that you see fit. Total.
Yeah, I'll sort that out in a second because it's awkward as hell on the tablet.
Am I able to actually
It's
edit
fine.
this? Oh wait, I am able to edit this.
If you're able to edit it, that'd be
I got
great
you.
for me because it's
You-
very, yeah,
You have,
perfect, dude.
you have a +6 in order to shoot your bow. You do 1d8 plus 1d8. Did it specifically say +4 or no?
It's because I did a +4 for dexterity.
Okay. For damage, let me look it up. Let me look up a longbow. Let's see what it does. It does just does a D8, and then you have 20 arrows. Cool. Let me just do this. 1d6. And then you have +5 to actually hit with your swords. Cool. Okay. Sorry. So whenever you are actually going to attack, you just have to add your attack bonus to whenever you're attempting to hit. You just have to add that to your d20 roll.
Mhm.
So what did you get total?
So I got a 12 on my d20. Then I added the dexterity. Is it dexterity? I think I
It's
added.
dex and your proficiency, which is just your attack bonus now.
Yeah, so that's would be +6. So that was 18.
Cool. You will hit. Roll damage.
Damage, I rolled a 2.
So.
So 2 plus 6, so that's 8 damage.
You don't add the 6.
Oh, do I not? Okay, no worries.
For range weapons, you only add on the when you're doing the attack roll, not the damage.
Ah,
For
right,
martial-
get it.
Unfortunately, you lose so much damage compared to melee.
But you're
I know,
not
my-
in trouble really ever if you stay back.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true.
So you'll draw back your bow and you'll land like a perfect shot on this rabbit. You'll kind of hit it right in the head as it kind of jumps up a little bit. You'll hit it right in the head. You'll be able to go and get it. This rabbit, if only you eat it, is worth 1 day's worth of rations when you actually are done. If you can successfully skin it and clean it. So give me a survival roll.
Survival roll.
As you're kind of hand off the reins to someone else, as you're kind of in the back of the cart, hanging off, like sitting off the back, starting to skin this rabbit.
That's an 18.
Okay, perfect. So you will be able to perfectly skin it and clean it out. As now you will have an additional day of rations.
Yeah. And can I take my arrow back? Is my arrow still intact?
Yep.
Perfect. Love that for me.
Okay. As you guys will continue on your way, you guys will start getting tired as the sun's starting to go down a little bit. You guys can't see the town yet, or you can't really hear it, but you guys know it's really close by. Really close by in the sense of how long you've been traveling already. You're already 2 days in. So yeah, are you guys making a temporary, or are you guys making it like a nightly or temporary camp here?
I would say if we're within reach of the town, then it might be good to set up a more permanent camp, just in case. Unless anyone else has any other ideas, I'm not sure. I guess we can just use. I don't know.
I was thinking if we're going to set up a permanent camp, we should find the perfect spot, just with like access to what we need, like food, water, etc.
But do we need it though?
Prioritize that.
Because that's my question.
Because I'm thinking, like, theoretically, how long do we think we're going to be there? Like, will we need a full-on permanent camp, or is it worth just having a temporary space to go to?
My thought is hopefully we shouldn't be in Elturel for more than a day, or maybe 2, but hopefully we can... I'm being optimistic and saying hopefully we can get it solved in that time.
Well, does anybody know what's going on at these 2 towns?
Thorn said...
Triel and Elturel?
Thorn said, is there any water sources nearby? There is. It's about a half an hour walk to get to
river?
the river. Mm-hmm. Well, I wouldn't say a river. I'd say more so like a canal of an offshoot of the river. But
Yeah. Does anyone
People
know
are
anything
only gonna-
about what Milo said? Willow was wondering if anyone knows anything about Elturel or Turel.
Yeah.
Real?
I know what's going on in Triel, but I don't know what's going on with Elturel.
What's going on in Triel? I don't really actually remember.
It's a plague, that's killed over 20% of the population only, but it only kills the adults. It's not targeting elders or children.
Okay. Interesting.
And wasn't one of them having a toll troll problem?
That was the bridge. The Borskir Bridge.
Yeah.
That's where the cultists went.
yeah, I'm gonna say, Thorn said, wasn't there a plot from a cult? Is what he said.
I think
Well,
that
The
what's up?
cultists are. Hold on, I have this. I just
the
checked my other
cultists
note.
are the god of Bane, under the god of Bane, and they're going to the Borskir Bridge. They decided to travel with the escort. So we're assuming they're going to Borskir.
Their goal is to bring those who believe in Bane into power. So.
Okay.
Kind of a
Okay.
big plot. Not sure it'll
So-
get done in 1 day.
Basically, the only place we don't know much about is Elturel. We learned a little bit, so now we know kind of what we're heading into. I think that we probably just set up a temporary camp and hope for the best, but we can always come back. And we're also heading to Triel after, so we can always just head there. Triel seems closer to Elturel than Boulders was to Elturel, so
Sorry.
I just say we set up a temporary camp for tonight, rest up and decide on our plan for when we head into Elturel.
I agree
Yeah.
with that. Yeah.
Okay. Who is making camp?
Thorn wants to set up a temporary one near water, and that honestly might be a better idea if we. Is the water that's close by, like, does that have a straight shot to Elturel, or?
No, it has a straight shot to the river.
I say we do it anyways. Just have water nearby. We can always take that extra 30-minute walk. Is the cart able to get to the spot? Or to a
Yes.
nice spot? Okay.
I was say, so generally when you guys set up the cart, it's kind of like acting as kind of the entrance of your little sleeping areas.
Yeah, I think Thorn gave the best idea. Temporary one near the water.
And at night, what you guys do, unless you want to do something else, you guys just unhitch the horse, and every time it kind of just stays near in the local area.
Nice.
So it's like a 5. Like I think it's like 5-10 minutes to find them in the morning. But
If it ever disappears, we can just call out its name a couple times. It'll appear behind us, something like that.
Yeah, but he only listens to me for whatever reason.
Yeah, it's like we call him out, he doesn't do anything, and then you call him out, and he just appears.
Yeah, his head just pokes out like, yes.
Just be shouting at the horse. Why won't you love me? I paid money for you.
I own you.
So, one of you guys give me a survival roll to make the camp. Sorry, I was thinking.
Well, who wants to set up camp? Who's best at that? Whose expertise is that?
What skill
I
is
rolled
that?
14 for
Survival.
15.
Okay.
Does anyone want to go fishing so we don't have to use our rations, maybe?
Maybe hunting, because I think.
Would
my
this little
character's
canal
more-
have fish? That's my
Roll nature.
Does someone want to go hunting? Because that's a good idea too. Divide and conquer.
Yeah,
Here's
might be a wise
actually,
move.
I don't know if we should go hunting, given the idea that there are probably goblin scouts around, and that might lead to difficult situations. I mean, if you feel comfortable doing it, then I trust you. I'm just throwing it out
mean,
there.
if
I mean, I've got my rabbit. I'm good. You guys do whatever you need for food.
Okay, I want everyone to. Okay, I rolled an 11. I want everyone to know I rolled another natural 20, but it did roll off of my mat, so I'm just hoping. I'm calling it a failed roll.
Okay.
I want it to be known. It's an 11. I rolled an 11 on my survival.
Okay.
Or nature. Was it nature?
Yes, it should be nature.
Oh, okay, yeah, then 11, yeah.
Cool. You'll kind of like check out this little creek that comes off this river. You're kind of like looking through stuff like that. You'll realize it's fairly shallow, so it's possible for it to have fish in it, but it's not gonna be anything too big.
Makes sense.
Also,
Hunting probably is best.
Thorn, if you want to investigate the footprints nearby, give me an investigation roll.
Whatever happened to that rabbit that Alora shot?
She still has it.
I have
Okay,
it.
okay,
It's an
okay,
extra
okay.
ration.
I disappeared when that happened. I was like, uh-oh, did we just leave it there?
No, I got it. Can I say that I came with you for the fishing as well? Just kind of
Just
help out.
Honestly, I was just kind of like looking around the creek like this, basically, just trying to look for fish.
Thorn,
I think-
it's starting to get a little dark. Starting to get a little dark as you're kind of like looking out in this like little grassland area. You won't see any footprints, nor will you see animal tracks.
Can I try?
Sure, roll investigation.
Fair enough.
I think my guy would just take himself out like hunting, just on his onesie.
He just
Willow's
disappears.
gonna meditate and do her evening ritual.
Oh, I rolled worse. I got an 8.
Okay.
For investigation.
Okay, what did you get for investigation?
I got an 8.
It's starting to get dark. You won't really see any. Tracks or footprints. Not a whole lot. Give me a nature roll, Ernest.
One moment.
I'm. gonna
Ooh,
stay
that's
behind.
not good. 5.
Uh-oh. Oh. We're not doing good now. We're getting him out of the way. We're getting him out of the way.
Yeah, all the nat
Get the
20s
bad-
are gone. This is it now.
No, we're
Yeah,
getting the
good
bad
point.
rolls.
At
Out of
least we're not doing this in combat. I didn't
It's
mean to
true.
interrupt you.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. I'm gonna stay behind, just
What
pick
did
up
you-
some timber.
What did you get, Ernest?
I got a 5, unfortunately.
As you're kind of walking, you realize that the grass is really tall, and you kind of feel yourself as it's slowly starting to get dark. You're like, I can easily get lost out here. As that kind of little fear kind of peers its head a little bit in the back of your head.
Yeah, I kind of feel like my character would just do some mental gymnastics and just be like, fuck it, gotta keep doing it till I find dinner. Might be scary, but gotta find dinner.
Roll investigation. Do you have
Okay.
do you
What is
have
my
dark vision by chance?
I do not know, unfortunately. My investigation, I do get +4 in as well, so that is something. So I'll just roll that now.
Okay.
17.
17. Cool. As you're kind of like looking around, trying to find tracks, you will be able to pick up what seems to be, one second. What seems to be, kind of like slivers in the grass.
Oof. Would I be able to use investigation or nature to figure out what animal it could be from?
Yes, roll nature.
That's a 4.
Oh no.
They'll give him guidance from somewhere in the woods.
That you don't really know what it could be, but it kind of reminds you a little bit of like what a worm would leave behind.
As I'm staying back at camp, I'm gonna just try to set up a little tiny campfire for us to get going, but it's obviously giving him trouble trying to set up the campfire.
Okay. You guys will eventually get your little camp set up. Sleeping bags, all that fun, little bed rolls, stuff like that all set up. Who is all awake for the first couple of hours in camp?
Like for the first,
You're off.
like not shift or
yeah, shift wise. You're off, Araneth, into the plains.
I want to do the second shift.
So Thorn.
I'll do the first shift with Thorn.
Okay. Willow and Thorn will be awake.
I'll do the third port
Finish my.
again. Get my beauty sleep.
Also, is it a full moon tonight?
That's a very good question.
Gotta look for those moon
You're
charts
asking
now.
all the important questions now.
Yeah.
I forgot you're
Is it a
Twilight.
full moon?
You know
I feel
what?
like I'm gonna get savaged in the woods now.
Aeronaut's
Like
gonna
we're all-
come back with like
is-
lycanthropy.
It's a little bit cooler tonight than it normally would be, which is kind of strange, considering that the month that it is. And also, really no winds. It's totally clear skies. You guys can perfectly see the half moon.
Half moon. Okay.
Aeronaut's gonna come back with like missing limb, a giant bear on his shoulder, something like that.
So, Araneth,
Guys,
are you going to? Do you want to further investigate the tracks you found?
Kind of feel like I shouldn't, but part of me really wants to. Because I feel like this is just gonna be some big fuck off anaconda or like some chimeric creature. Like half snake, half bat demon.
Basilisk comes out and like, hi,
Did Thorn
dude.
and I realize that Aeronaut's not back at camp?
It's only been.
What time is it?
It's starting.
Right.
It's actually starting to like get dark. He's only been gone for like 30 minutes so far.
Okay.
Which for
Can I
which
track
for
his,
hunting, that's not a long time.
footsteps?
What did you say?
Can I track his footsteps to see where he went?
I thought you were asleep. You were getting rest.
Oh yeah, I'm on a second shift. Damn it. Okay.
Yeah.
Never mind.
I'd probably realistically stay out for a couple of hours if I was hunting. I think a half an hour hunting session's pretty weak amount of effort.
So
Like, I want dinner, so I'm going to try for a couple of hours. So yeah, I'll pursue it for a bit.
okay, roll investigation again.
Okay, I'm going to regret this.
He wants dinner. He's gonna get back and
15.
instantly go to sleep. Ooh.
What'd you get?
15. Well, 11 plus 4.
Perfect. Okay. So as you're sitting here following these tracks, you'll realize as you're kind of getting to a little bit of the lowlands of like the the natural ups and downs of terrain, you'll get kind of to a wet area. This is after about of you following this trail for a good 10-15 minutes, and you'll come across a large puddle where you'll see some frogs. Where you see some frogs inside of it.
Are the frogs edible?
Roll nature.
Sweet.
Comes back with a bundle of poisonous frogs.
16.
Guys, look what I found. These are just bullfrogs.
Oh, okay.
So they are.
I mean, so the trail's just gone cold at the frog puddle then.
But yes or no? Oh, bullfrog.
Yes. Which you will know that bullfrogs are edible.
They're huge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, in that case,
Bigger
try and
frogs.
grab a few of them, see if I can stick them in my pack without smushing them too much.
Now,
They can be like the size of your
Maybe
forearm.
maybe everyone could have a frog each.
now give me an unarmed attack roll. So that is going to be
Oh,
your athletics to try to catch. these
Athletic.
grapple check.
So is that like let me
It's
just find out what my athletic.
essentially what it
There
is.
we
Oh
are.
my gosh, if you hit
Plus
in that
3.
one right now, I'm gonna die laughing.
Oh, he
You-
just is fumbling in the dark forest trying to grab
Get
him.
bested by frogs.
Kermit, you
Right,
just hear
we
Kermit
have
laugh
10.
in the background.
10?
10, okay.
10. Oh wait, no, sorry. Actually, is it 1 or plus 3? I get. Sorry, athletics is plus 3. My bad. Sorry, it's 12 then, because I thought it was plus 1.
Okay, so as you're kind of like trying to sneak up on these frogs, but they're very obviously staring at you. As you'll jump down real quick to try to snatch one up, you'll see it jump, kind of kick you in the face a little bit, and then land next to you, and it will ribbit. As you try to grab this
Experiencing great shame right now.
frog. You have a little
Just
bit of
gonna,
mud
like-
from on your shoes as you kind of step into the puddle.
Nah, I'm committing to this. I'm just gonna like roll around and try and grab it in one motion. Like, I don't care how much mud I'm getting on my cloak and chainmail. Like, I've committed to it now.
Okay. Roll.
Oh, that frog's getting eaten. What am I rolling?
You were rolling athletics again.
Oh yeah, 19 plus 3, so 22.
Awesome.
Nice.
As here, this frog fucking hates you, man. So as you're sitting there, trying to catch him, he'll keep hopping back away from the water as you're trying to grab him. You will wind up grabbing him as you kind of like dive for him a little bit. We'll grab him. Make a perception check. Take
Okay.
disadvantage because it is dark now.
9.
Is that with your disadvantage?
Yeah, because the other one was 17. Sadly.
Cool.
Also, would we? I don't know how far he ventured off in this half an hour, but would we hear any of this diving and rolling around in chainmail?
No. you
Okay,
would, you
just
would
wanted
not
to
hear
check.
that, and it's
Okay.
been about an hour. It's been about an hour 15 since he's been gone.
He's just gonna come back covered in mud.
With maybe one frog.
As you will grab the frog, stand up, have that victorious moment as you're holding this I forget its name, bullfrog.
Bullfrog?
Yes, thank you. As you're holding this bullfrog, and then you start hearing a rattle.
Oh,
Can
God.
can I roll to dodge?
All you're hearing right now is a rattle, and
I
then
get the feeling I know what that is.
of course.
You're in full chain.
Oh my god.
So, as the rattle will stop, it does it temporarily and it will stop. What do you do?
Is it behind me or to like the side of me? Like whereabouts can I hear it from?
You heard it while you were rolling around.
Okay,
with
so I'm
the
not
flow.
sure where it is then.
Yes. As you kind of stand up, you're like, yeah, frog. Wait a minute.
I think I just sort of like turn on the spot and just sort of like try and spot whatever's made the noise, but not move too quickly. Not like anything for a snake to want to lunge at sort of speeds.
Roll perception. You still have disadvantage because it is dark.
12.
Okay. As you're sitting there, so as you're sitting here, kind of looking around, you will not see a thing, man. It is dark. You do see like where there's grass and stuff like that, but I mean the grass kind of comes up to your chest at this point. And you're like, ah.
Okay, at that point, I think I just light a torch and just be like, "Fuck it, let's hope it's scared of fire."
Okay. You're going to light a torch. As you light the torch, you will see as a rattlesnake will lunge at you. As you're basically standing on it.
Can I roll to melee
Yes.
attack that with my
You can-
fist?
You can,
Lovely.
You can attempt to dodge it. Actually, you can do a dex saving throw.
Okay, dodge and then attack. Gotcha.
Yes.
Okay. 6 at 8 plus.
Better be the most delicious frog you've ever eaten.
Fucking better be.
'Cause-
So that's only 11. Wait,
okay. As its fangs.
I'm gonna get bit by a fucking snake.
As its fangs will bite you in your leg.
Does it go through the chainmail?
It does. It seems like his fangs go perfectly in between two links of the chainmail and bites you. So the damage you're going to be taking is 2.
What about the internal damage?
Ooh.
That's for him to find out. If you take 2,
I'll cross that bridge later.
as the snake will immediately starts trying to slither away.
Before the snake slithers away, I'd like to just like quickly just behead it with my sword because I'm like, that's still dinner. I'll deal with the poisoning later. Let's just get more dinner.
Roll the hit.
Okay. This better be fucking good. Okay, that is. What bonuses do I add on?
So you set your sheet.
Is it just strength? I add on?
Is it your sword?
Efficiency
Yeah.
to hit.
So it'll be strength if it's greatsword. Yeah. So
And-
+3 then. So I got
and
14.
You are.
Proficiency.
Yeah, you had your proficiency as well.
Oh, which?
Should be
17.
Here's your character sheet. So to make life a little bit easier, I'll just do this.
Oh, that. Okay, thank you very much. That makes it a lot easier for me.
So that's all you have to worry about, just adding that.
Right. Okay. So yeah, just +5. Beast.
Okay.
So that would be 16. Nice.
Okay. 16. Roll damage. So,
That is D8, isn't it?
your great sword. Let me.
2d6 for greatsword, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it is 2d6. I just wanted to make sure.
Oh,
You just
2d6.
have a.
Greatsword should be 2d8. Not gonna lie.
I mean, I think
It'd be busted.
I think a d12 would make more sense for a great sword.
Either or. I like 2d8 because then it's not higher average damage, but not insanely OP.
So 5.
5. Okay, as you will come down with your axe or sword, sorry, and you will completely decapitate the snake, the rattlesnake.
Nice. Good shit.
I think at that point, I would like to cast Lay Hands upon myself and see if I can't just heal the snake poison. Oh, sorry, my thigh. And just see if I can't heal that snake poison in before it starts scrambling my body up too bad.
Okay. What is lay on hands?
Because there's one that does curing ailments, isn't there? There's Lay on Hands, and then there's like a Lay on Hands ailment one.
Lay on hands. Let's read what
Although I don't have it on my character sheet.
Yeah,
annoyingly,
you
'cause
can
I don't
expend
know where
5
to find
hit points from your pool of healing to cure the target of one disease or neutralize one poison affecting it.
Yep.
Yeah.
So you should have 5 exactly. I love paladins.
I think I got 5 charges because it's 1 plus your charisma bonus, isn't it?
Did you use divine? You used divine sense, didn't you?
Yes, I'll have 4 left now.
Okay.
I think those are different.
I think that takes charges too. I'm not...
Divine.
Oh yeah, no,
I think
because
that's
lay
different.
hand. Wait, isn't lay hands lay on hands charge, and then the oath
It's
is for
two
the
different
divine
pools.
sense? Yeah.
2 different pools. Paladin lay on hands, they have like a health pool that they can draw from to heal people,
Gotcha.
or they can use 5 to get rid of a poison. Paladins are cool.
Yeah, I haven't.
And then you got
ran
channel
with
oath, haven't you?
I ran it in Baldur's Gate, but I haven't actually dealt with a paladin in 5th edition, so.
They're so different in Baldur's.
Mm-hmm. Kind of nerfed.
A little bit,
Extremely
yeah.
nerfed. They're kind of useless after the first like 5 levels.
Mm-hmm. Anyways, if you expend all 5 of your pool, you will be able to get rid of the poison.
Yeah, that kind of seems like a worthwhile investment.
Maybe.
Not dying to snake venom.
So how are you doing this? Describe what you're doing to heal yourself from this venom.
Sort of just like looking around and just making sure like none of the others can see me, because at this point still just hiding the fact that I actually am a paladin, and just once I'm sure no one's there, just as I said, press both hands to the leg, just sort of mumble some like fake half prayer, half-assing it, because like I just don't believe in the gods that I'm praying to, and just cure the wound.
Okay.
Something to heal.
I'll say, and then you'll feel the venom, kind of like come out of your wound as your wounds looks better. Still, does it heal any of your HP or no? When you do the cure wounds, I mean, no. Okay. So you still have the holes, but you'll see the venom physically come out of the wound.
Okay.
So what do you?
Also, can I take the snake head by any chance?
Yeah.
Because you know, venom might be handy.
Yeah, you can.
So I'd just like to pick up both halves of the snake, chuck that in my bag as well, safely, so I don't get nipped again.
Okay. He just puts it in his pocket and accidentally gets the fangs accidentally get him again. He's like, well, I guess this is me. Just falls
I gotta
dead
wait
in
till
the-
tomorrow now.
Falls dead in the field before he makes it back. So what are you doing now?
Yeah, so at the moment, yeah, I've just grabbed my frog, grabbed my bits of snake, and anything else I can find edible, and just walk back.
There will be two
Or
more
attempt to
frogs.
find my way back.
There are 2 more frogs if you would like to try to grab them.
Oh my god, he's baiting
Hell
you.
yeah! I'm not letting nature beat me today. I've already taken on a snake.
Okay, roll athletics.
Hey, let's do this.
Don't. Okay.
9.
Cool. As you're kind of like
It's not great. 9.
as you're kind of like reaching out to kind of grab this frog, as it'll just straight up jump into your hands.
Okay, kind of handy.
Are you gonna try to grab the other one?
I mean, why not? In for a penny.
Frog felt bad.
Go for it.
We don't want to leave him on his own.
You don't want to be lonely now.
Oh no, 7, sorry, because it's +3. So
That's a BBEG frog.
What did you say you got?
Big bad evil frog.
7, sadly.
7. Okay. As you kind of reach for this frog, he'll jump out of the way once again, further away from the pond, towards the grass.
Nah, fuck it, I'm getting that frog.
Okay. Roll again.
One more time. Okay, I've rolled a 3. At this point, my character is just gonna leave enraged.
Okay.
Just with his 2 frogs instead.
As you go start reaching for it, it'll immediately jump further back. You're like, all right, you know what? Fuck the frogs. And you just turn around.
You get to live today.
Roll, roll survival. Take disadvantage as you're trying to navigate your way back.
Oh, is that roll with disadvantage?
Yes. 'Cause you
Okay,
can't really
I'll
see.
roll again.
Oh, does he still have the torch?
Oh, wait, no. You have your torch. Wait, do you still have your torch out?
It's 'cause I do, yeah.
Okay, now when? Torch.
Also, I noticed I've been doing something, and it's my own fault, so I'm going to just take the punishment for it. But the last couple of rolls, I've been using a D6.
Oh, okay.
Because of course the app rolling thing of it. Yeah, but that's my own fault. That's my bad.
Been
I'll just
rolling
take
with
the hit on that
extreme
one.
disadvantage.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Only
I
a
was wondering why I
6?
kept getting like 3s and 4s and shit.
As you start
Okay, we're good.
walking back, so you'll be able to find your way generally back, but as you're kind of on their general path, should I say, that you took here, and then your torch will go out as you've been walking for a little while. As you'll see the total, like the top of where you had your torch is totally charged.
Can I see or hear any signs from like camp?
I mean, you'll see a little bit of light in the distance. Nothing too spectacular, but you'll see light and you'll see smoke in the sky.
Can I like hear any of them? Like for example, are any of them like having a raucous conversation I might be able to hear in the distance?
Are you guys talking? Are you guys yelling in camp?
Willow
Who's up
probably
right
at
now?
this point is probably asking Thorn if we should go look for Aeronoth.
It's now been like 2
It's
hours.
getting-
2.5.
yeah.
Who's doing shift?
I'd like to follow the footprints if we can, see if we can figure out where he went, because he could be lost.
I know Laura's. So who else is doing second shift?
Yeah, I'm doing second. I don't think we decided if anyone else was doing second. I think
Oh yeah, for killing
Fair
that
enough.
snake, by the way, you got 25 XP.
Oh, sweet.
Which it's party shared, so everyone gets 25.
Oh.
Oh, cool.
Is all XP party shared?
Yes.
Good to know. I'll ask later.
Awesome.
Now
First
that is a
shooting game.
rule unless someone starts gaming it. I've had members in the past. Obviously I don't play with them anymore. Who they'd be like, I have a slingshot, shoot one little pebble, and then immediately hide, never participate in combat again, and then they get full
Oh.
XP. As long as you're actively participating, yeah, you'll get XP.
So we should go back and kill
Where
those
did we put the
dwarves?
XP? Did we
No,
put
just
it in
kidding.
experience next to the next level?
It should say on your sheet. I believe it's 300 for level 2. For you, right next to it where it says next level, right there, it'll tell you.
Yeah, so do I leave the 25 there and then try and deduct it from that manually?
No, you just keep adding up your XP, and once you reach 300, you'll just
Okay.
change the level from 1 to 2, or whatever it may be.
Okay. No worries.
Oh.
Also, did we get any XP from the last session? Sorry.
No, we didn't.
No. I was going to do that at the end of this session, for good roleplay and stuff like that. I just kind of wanted to get started, because that's something I do. If you guys genuinely do really good roleplay and play your characters well, stuff like that, I'll give the party XP. I will light a torch.
Speaking of which, I was curious to know if anyone wanted to talk during the watch shifts instead of skipping over them.
I don't
That was
mind.
something I wanted to. That was something I wanted to know if people wanted to do RP during that.
Gotcha.
I
Just
think
'cause
that's
that
a
is
good
You guys
idea
may as
too.
well.
So
that is 2 hours
I
of
can be down
time.
for
I
that.
mean, especially if there's things to be talked about as well.
Thorn will light a torch and will start following you, Willow. Are you actively going and looking for him?
Yes, I am, because it's been 2 hours and I'm concerned about one of my new friends.
Do you have dark vision?
Yes, 300 feet.
You will go walking for about 10 minutes as you'll see a blind paladin looking for his torch in his bag. Well, a blind fighter, for what you know, looking for a torch.
Since it's
Wink, wink.
since it's dark out, I'm gonna be flying, so I'm just gonna kind of
Okay.
fly over to him and I'm gonna try to get right by his ear, but like sneaky because
Roll
I know he
stealth.
can't really see. All right. I rolled a 12 for 15.
Okay, cool. Ernest, roll perception, take disadvantage, as you're kind of going through your bag looking for your torch.
Ooh, okay, that's a 14.
Cool. 14 with
Oh, I got it by one.
disadvantage.
Yeah, that's disadvantage. 18 and 14 I got.
Okay, cool. So you will see as the fairy will kind of fly by, and you can see as she's kind of like trying to get to your side a little
Wait,
bit.
I rolled a 15.
Oh, you got a 15. Oh, I thought you
Yeah,
got
it was only by 1.
Cool.
I got 12 plus 3.
You're just looking through your bag, and he doesn't seem to notice you.
I'm just gonna fly really close to him and say, "What you doing? What happened to you?"
That's what you
My
hear.
character's just gonna...
Right by your ear.
It is dark. You don't see a thing. You didn't know anything was there.
Just my poor guy just like jumps to the side, draws the sword, gets a rattlesnakes! Rattlesnake! Oh no, sorry. Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still feeling that rattlesnake venom. It's gonna cook my brain a little bit.
Oh, are you okay?
It's fine.
Thorny's over
Let's
here.
go back to camp. I don't like the darkness anymore.
As you'll see a torch kind of walking towards you. As when he gets closer, you'll be able to see that it is Thorn.
Yeah. What did you find out there?
I found dinner.
Thorn says, "How
If
are
you
you
like
doing?"
frogs and snakes. I just sort of turn to Thorn, like point towards my leg, and just be like, "Yeah, I've been better." But you know, not dying. So that's something.
Oh god.
Thorn also asks what happened.
But
to
yeah,
your
I'd
leg,
like to. Sorry, go on.
And he says, "Can you walk?"
Yeah. I'll just like sort of like pull the 2 frogs and the snake out of the bag and just go, "Yeah, we'll walk back to camp now. But look at what we got for din-dins."
That's a lot of mud on you for frogs and a snake.
He is
Don't
covered
ask.
in mud.
Oh, okay.
Head to
Better if
toe?
you don't ask.
Not totally head to toe, but he's definitely like this front is definitely covered.
Okay.
It just looks like he took like a spa day mud bath.
Yeah.
All right.
Camouflage.
He definitely dived into a puddle.
Are you guys making your way back to camp?
Yes.
With the torch and now with you being able to see, it's really not that difficult to get back to camp. Hold on, Thorn's texting while typing. Okay. We'll just wait for him to type in. Yes, you can. As you guys will kind of make your way back to camp, you guys, Thorn and Will, you guys will know that your shift has ended like 15-20 minutes ago, technically, but you haven't woken up the next shift.
Oh, okay. I'll just go and quietly wake the other 2 up. I think it was Alora and Val for next.
I was just gonna do the last 2 again. Like I get my 4 hours of beauty sleep in.
So it's Araneth and Alora.
I think it's Haraneth and Alora. So he has to cook his dinner.
I'll wake
Anyways,
up Alora.
so
Wait, is no one else having any of this? Or am I just like eating 3 frog or 2 frogs and a snake on my own? I thought I was trying to like feed everyone.
First, you have to skin it and clean it, so you need to make a survival roll, unless you want someone else to do it for you.
I'm very bad at this. I'd just like to look over at the half elf and just be like, just sort of like without even saying anything. My character has no survival skills whatsoever. Actually, that's not
just like
particularly true.
nudge me and be like, "Can you
Yeah.
cook food? Can you cook food?" I'm like, "Ugh."
I just need you to skin it. I can do the rest.
Do I get some food of like what you caught? Do I get to take some of the rations?
I mean, of course, I didn't exactly catch 2 frogs and a snake and get covered in mud not to.
I mean, I suppose I can skin it for you if that's what you need.
Also,
Gets me
could
some
you
extra
make
food.
poisons? As I just like pulled a snake head out of my pocket.
I don't really deal with potions. I don't think.
Just sort of put it back in my pocket. Never mind. I'll ask one of the others.
You put it in your pocket?
Yes, but very gently. Very gently.
Okay.
teeth pointing away.
Okay.
So, am I skinning the snake for you and the frog? Do I do skin frogs? My
I
character
mean,
would know.
just the snake, I guess.
Well,
You
Yes.
just eat the
You do
frog's
skin
on
You
there.
do
frogs because they're, you still have organs and stuff like that. You can't eat unless you want to eat
Right, okay.
intestines. I mean,
Frog intestines, frog guts.
yeah.
So what am I
it's gonna be like
rolling
eating corn on the
for?
cob,
Am
right? Just
I
eat around the edge.
rolling? Is it survival I'm rolling?
Yes. You will make
Yeah,
3
okay.
separate survival rolls. Your target is a 10.
3 separate survival rolls. Okay. Right. So that is. Let's have a look. I've got a 13, a
Okay.
15, and another 13. So 2 13s and a 15.
As you're sitting there, kind of start skidding it. As you guys are having your whole conversation, Thorn will walk out of camp, head over to the little creek, fill up a pot full of water, put it over the fire. As it starts boiling, as he'll say, "Hey, you can use this to wash your body with." As he kind of gestures over to Aranith.
Just sort of like would just turn stone-faced. Not until I've eaten my dinner. You have no idea how long and hard I fought for those frogs.
Did I skin the frogs and the
Yes.
snake successfully?
Yes, you have. You skipped
Okay,
all 3 of them
and
successfully. He'll say, "All right,
And
have it
is
your
it-
way," and he'll go to bed.
okay. At this point, I just like put my head down, going, right, here you go. I'm taking a frog. This frog is mine.
Okay.
You can keep the snake and the other frog, but this frog's mine. Good night.
That's fair.
Okay. Are you going to bed? Jesus, I'm having a hard time speaking. Elora?
Yeah, because I think I'm trying to get a bit more sleep until I do my second shift.
Okay. You are supposed to be on shift right now.
It's a
Oh,
second shift,
okay.
Yep.
So I'm just kind of like trying to stay awake and just like I'm just gonna be here. I'm gonna watch.
Okay.
In that case, then.
Are you cooking it? Are you cooking your 2 rations, Ernest?
Yeah, I'll cook. Actually, can I preserve one and cook one?
Preserve. I mean, if you mean just like wrap it up and save it for later?
Yeah, as in like add one to my ration count and then eat one for tonight.
Yeah, you can.
Sweet. Okay. That's what I'll do then. I'll sort
I'll
of
eat
like
my
wrap the frog up,
ration in a bit.
prepare the
Can
frog in my
I
bag,
just-
and sort of eat the snake with great anger and relish because it nearly killed me earlier.
Can I just give my frog back to him and be like, I don't cook. Do it. Cook it now.
I mean that's fair. You did skin them for me. Yeah. I'd probably just cook it up. Do I have to roll cooking for my 2 cooks?
There
Roll
is
cooking.
boiling water, so unless you just want to boil it, then it doesn't require a roll. But if you actually want to actually cook it, then you can.
I mean, there's no benefit to actually cooking it, is there?
I mean, depending on if you have the right utensils, spices, stuff like that, it actually can give you temporary benefits into the next day.
Which we don't have.
For example,
Well,
if you eat like a grand meal and fully fill yourself up, and what do you want to call it? It's of really high quality. You can get, I think, for the first 2 hours of the next day, you'll get double XP, or you'll get plus 5 to your movement, stuff like that, depending on what you're eating.
Yeah, I've got no spices. I've only got very basic camping equipment. So yeah, I guess I'd just boil them up, seeing as there's a pot of hot water there.
Okay.
And go wash in the river.
Fair enough. But you'll have another ration, which is frog.
Just the snake needs eating.
There's a what?
Oh, I said after what happened, the snake needs eating. That's the priority.
But you know, during your shift, Ernest, you'll kind of realize that you are really tired. You've been up 2 extra hours than you're used to. You're gonna be 4 extra hours straight.
I don't really have
just-
anything that would help with tiredness either. I suppose just slap my cheeks a little bit.
I think at this point, I'm just gonna put my hand on your shoulder and be like, "It's fine. You got food. Just go sleep. I got this. Like, just go to sleep."
That looks a bit weird. I kind of feel like if I do that though, that's gonna end up having bad stuff happen. So I think my character would just stubbornly sort of be like, "No, I'm fine. I'm just resting my ass."
It's right. It's all right. I'll stay right by you. If anything happens, I'll kick you really hard.
I mean, not too hard. My left leg hurts from that snake bite.
Hey, you'll be fine. At least it'll wake you up.
I could have died.
Yeah, but you didn't, did you? Stop being so dramatic.
I mean, with that in mind, I'd probably just be like, right, fine. Like, let my character snooze off for a little bit.
Okay.
But you make sure you wake me.
I'll kick you.
Your rest of your shift will pass. You won't hear really anything except general wilderness sounds. But yeah, let's say there won't be any other troubles as you will wake up the next shift.
Okay, so I'm going to leave Aaron off to try and to laugh to wake up, and I'll start waking up Willow, Thorn, and Valerian. Oh, you're muted.
Shift. So I'm gonna wake up on my own.
Oh,
Okay.
But we are just doing the. Do we want to do just still 2 people for this the 3rd and 4th shift, or does everyone need their beauty sleep?
Unless no, what I might do in this case, if we're thinking about it, because where you don't need that much sleep, we could always when I'm starting to feel tired, I'll wake you up, and then you take care of the last few hours of the shift, so I can get a bit of catch up on some sleep.
I mean, that makes sense. There's already, my character's already having a little cat nap.
Yeah, I would say Ernest, when you kind of come out of your meditation, Val, you'll see Ernest completely clocked out. But,
Is he still asleep in his muddy armor?
Yeah, he's asleep in
Yes.
his muddy armor, but you see,
Okay.
let's say you'll see Elora just next to him, foot ready to kick him.
I'm just not even gonna pay attention to what's going on because I don't know what just happened. Past 4 hours, he disappeared in the middle of the night, and then I went to bed, and then I came back, and I was sleeping in his muddy armor.
Yep.
Can I just have my character draped in the skin of the snake as well? Just as like that little blanket.
Just this tiny blanket, just
Yeah.
Like a blanket. It's just a piece of skin.
Exactly.
over
But
him.
it's like my trophy, just over my chest a little bit.
Yep.
or you're just using it as a sleep mask for your eyes.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Block
Have
out the
a sleep
moonlight.
mask.
Yeah, sleep mask it is. That
It's a
works.
bandana at this point. You've got a bandana.
I'm gonna try to find a spot that, I can see the tree line. I can also see all the party members, and I am that's actually pretty much it. Just a spot where I can see the tree line and the rest of the party members.
There really isn't a lot. There isn't really a tree line because you guys are kind of in
Okay.
the plains right now. You will see scattered.
Oh,
you
okay,
guys
okay,
will
okay.
See scattered trees, stuff like that. Yeah.
Are we up against it? We're up against the riverbed or a creek bed, right?
Yes.
Can I just sit on that creek bed and just watch out the other side?
Is it just you that's awake right now?
Is anyone else awake with me? It might be
No.
smarter it might be smart to have one person since I'm the only person who can get their 4-hour beauty sleep and everyone else.
I
Alrighty.
mean, you did see me sleeping earlier, so I suppose you could come and
Yeah.
give me a kick and be like, "Oh, you lazy fuck."
No, he needs his rest. It seems.
As you kind of sitting on a creek.
I've heard.
Sorry, as you're kind of sitting on the creek, you'll see as you'll see Roach kind of walk kind of towards you, go up to the creek, we'll drink some water, you'll see him start grazing a little bit, eating some grass and stuff. But generally Roach is kind of in the area. Just walk around doing his thing.
Honestly, not doing much. Maybe I'll just keep on spamming minor illusion just to get better with it.
Okay.
I'll just keep on messing with coins around my fingers and just spend my busy time doing that. Setting up camp a little bit, cleaning up wherever I can.
Okay. Nothing's really gonna happen during your shift. As there will be a new dawn. As the sun starts to rise. Val, you're gonna wake up your party.
I'll let them wake up independently, but if I need to, I'll wake them up. Yeah.
Okay. Everyone will generally wake up at similar times. Aranith will be asleep like maybe 10, 15 more, and then he'll actually fully wake up.
Good morning.
Morning.
Just say it's my
Night.
character feeling.
So how was everyone's night? Anything eventful happen? Any more goblins?
I slept well.
No, but Thorn and I did stumble upon a lost swamp creature.
Thorn will wake up, grab the
What?
I just point to Erna.
Thorn will
Just
wake
sat there
up.
still covered in mud.
Thorn will wake up, grab his pot, walk over, and we'll start heating it over the fire. You guys can go back to what you were saying. Sorry, I was trying to narrate a little bit what he's doing.
I'm
gonna go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I was just gonna look over at Zombie, and yes, I've heard the events of last night. I ended up skinning all the food for him, but you know what? I gained a frog out of it, and it was a tasty frog, so I ain't gonna complain.
I'm gonna take a seat on like a little like a campfire bench
Mm-hmm.
next to Aeronaut as the pot of water begins to boil or get heated up. So what happened to you?
I went hunting. The results were less than ideal.
What were you hunting
Silver
for?
lining.
Gophers?
Anything.
Anything?
Anything. But
Okay.
I managed to find a couple frogs and a snake. Speaking of the snake, don't suppose you can make poisons and potions? Don't suppose that's in your repertoire?
No, it's not in my repertoire.
Yep, 2 down, 3 to go. As I just get up and walk towards the river and just start washing the mud off me.
What happened to your leg?
Just like to pull the snake head out of my pocket and just sort of like wiggle it. And then gently put it back in.
Am I able to tell what type of snake that is? Ooh.
I mean, where's your character from again? Oh wait, you're from Westgate. Yeah,
I'm from Westgate, yeah.
You'll know
I'll know.
what it is. It's a rattlesnake.
Yeah.
If you're generally from like the plains or southern parts of Faerun, you know what a rattlesnake is.
Mm. Alright. If I ever get a moment alone with Aeronaut, I'm going to ask him a question. If somebody remind me.
Well, he's walking off to the canal.
That's true. Okay, I'll follow him with him, and I'll like pretend to wash my face a little bit. So, that was a rattlesnake in your pocket, wasn't it?
Yeah, I'm not too familiar with snake breeds. Just learned a couple of home recipes with the gangs. How to deal with snake venoms and such in my time in the roving mercenary bands.
Okay.
Nothing to be alarmed about.
All right, yeah. I've heard it of people who know of such mixtures you can do stuff like that, so that makes sense. You'll have to teach me sometime.
Yeah, sometime.
Mm-hmm.
Let me get the mud
I'm gonna-
off me first, and we'll talk about it later.
I'm gonna get back up and start walking back over to the general camp and start cleaning up my area so we can get moving.
Is everyone else cleaning up their area as well?
Oh, Willow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, your area just consists of just where you were sleeping, because like you ate, you're like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take a little dirt nap. You lean back in your armor and just clogged out.
Just clocked out, fully slept in mud and plates. Nice, I like it.
But yeah, no. Well, so you guys will collect yourselves, obviously clean off the mud from the frog hunting, and we'll hitch up Roach, and be on your guys' merry way. So, you guys have about another 4-hour travel ahead of you. Are you guys want to do anything during that time?
Lola's just gonna play her bird pipes.
Okay.
Any conversations or questions looking to be had?
Thorn's typing.
I think I'd just be like applying some very last minute first aid to my leg, very conspicuously.
Your HP will be restored because it was a long rest.
Oh, nice.
But yes, it would make sense to put a bandage on it.
Thorn asked if he
As
can
far as-
go hunting with his crossbow.
I mean, you could. Let's say Thorn will ask you guys, can we slow down the horse a little bit so I can go hunting?
I mean, honestly, I'm not entirely sure if we should slow down.
I'd just like
Because
to reach
this-
into my pack.
No, you're good. What are you?
I was just going to reach into my pack and offer Thorn one of the frogs.
Oh. I just say because this is we have a time limit. There's a race. There's 2 other groups that we have to beat technically to figuring out what this issue is, if I'm not mistaken. So I believe we should just try to continue on forward.
He'll say okay, and then you'll see him start cleaning his shield. You guys will continue. Is there any questions, roleplay, etc., so forth that you guys want to do while you're traveling?
I mean, I was just going to
I'm too busy focusing on riding the horse, so
Fair enough.
I'm just petting
Well,
Roach
Laura.
saying, good boy, as we're riding. Yes?
I'm gonna if she's in the front of the car, I'm gonna lean over the side. How do you know what's going on in Elturel or Triel?
I kind of grew up there. I've helped out more recently with the clan that kind of raised me, and unfortunately had to flee the area because the plague got so bad. So it's just I've just worked my crew really, and my clan. It's not nice. It's not good what's going on there.
Mm-hmm. Have you learned about what's going on there, or?
Kind of like on the travels, I know between kind of me and the clan, we've been investigating, trying to see if we can find a cure of some kind of the plague that has gone on in Triel, but we haven't come up any answers of what is actually causing the plague or how to solve it yet, unfortunately. So, I wish I can give you more because I'd do anything to save that place.
I mean, hey, we're gonna be doing that soon, aren't we? Maybe it's because of
do
this
hope so.
this frog lady in Elturel. Maybe she's the one causing it. Should have asked.
If she is, her death will be slow and painful.
Inform.
What's your clan?
It's just a little clan. They are called the Waywalkers. They are primarily like half elves like me, but there's a lot of elves too. They just like helping out the smaller villages and communities that don't really have much. They kind of like just took me in as a kid, when I was on my own. But they're just a small little clan that like to help out.
Sounds like a great found family.
They're amazing. They're amazing people. I don't know where I'd be without them.
Aaron, I think you were saying something earlier.
I've forgotten now. Don't worry about it.
Okay, okay.
That's my PhD response.
Real.
Very smooth brain. I apologize.
You're good. Any other conversations?
None for
I'm
me.
still there, just riding Roach. Going, good boy.
Okay.
Such a good horse.
You guys will be about 200 feet from Elturel, as you guys will see. Give me 1 second to actually share this. Here, let me full size it. There we go. Okay. As you guys are kind of approaching, you guys will see the river up ahead. You'll see a bridge that crosses it, and you will see 4 goblins on the ground, 2 on roofs with bows, and a third on a different building with a bow. While these 4 goblins, you'll hear them kicking a rock back and forth. Saying, "Ooh, a shiny!" As they're kicking it back and forth.
You're at the gate.
You guys, you're not at the gate. You are further down this trail, which is kind of like what the trail you've been traveling on kind of looks like.
Oh, where are the goblins?
Further up the trail. You guys can kind of see them, but they haven't really noticed you yet.
Does one of them look like Bark to me?
No.
All right.
So
What do you guys want to do?
I would say I kind of slow down the horse to a stop and turn around to all and just go, right, we don't know what we're about to walk into. We may need to, like, we don't want to go into any fights. We want to go in and try and get an idea of what's going on, first of all. So which one of you want to be the charismatic one, so to speak, to make sure that we don't get into any trouble?
So, sorry, Thorn asked if we should cross the river without being noticed, like swimming across. Wanted to put that.
I saw that. Yeah, I was thinking about it because I always said maybe, but I don't think so because we're not necessarily sure if we're going into something like a fight or something that we shouldn't. I think. Were you hiding the cart, Alora?
Yeah, I'm gonna definitely look at putting the cart out the way.
Okay.
I just kind of want to see what a group wants to do before we start going in and getting into any instance, so to speak.
I mean, they're goblins, so we could just do the world a favor.
I do agree. But I think it'd be worth avoiding a fight if, rather than trying to cause one here.
We might run into more issues.
They also didn't attack us immediately when they crept up on our camp.
They said that they've been watching us on this trail, like they have sights on the trail.
He was also alone, wasn't he?
He had guys, but his guys ran. What do you guys think? What's the plan here? Because it's just these 2 little guys, right? We haven't gotten near the town yet. Or not 2, 4. Right?
We'll say there's 4, and then there's 3. There's 3 on the roofs, which is what you see. 2 on this roof and 1 on the other.
The way I see it is there is some on the roof. They are armed. They have advantage with that alone. We want to go in and try and be as persuasive and come across as kind as we can to avoid any issues while we investigate what is going on.
I say, personally, me and Valenthal go in, try and convince them. Everybody else sneak around the sides, get positions, in case things get ugly.
Is there, sorry, is there any way that we could maybe say if Thorn, Alora, and Willow were to try to get across the water unseen, is there any way that we would be able to get onto one of these roofs?
Well,
Like, is there any kind of like box stackings or anything like that that we see that we would be able to use to our advantage?
From what you see, you will see some boxes on this house. It's not up against. Sorry, you will be able to see some boxes. It's just not up against the actual building, so you'd have to move them. This house, you really don't see any way in except a door. From the position that you're at. But you will see a cellar door though.
What I think would be a good plan is you got Arnold and Val over here just going forward, doing all the talking. Thorn can start coming up on the left to potentially try and get on the rooftops to grab the goblins from behind in case things get ugly. I mean, you can take the right. And because we got the vantage between you being able to fly and my stealth.
So
Thorn wanted to.
wait, sorry, I have a question for Erna.
Use.
Are you wearing like full armor, or like not full armor, like
No,
chainmail?
not a helmet.
Is it like it's like obvious that you're wearing armor though?
It's underneath a cloak, so probably not actually, to be fair. Because I use the cloak to hide like the fact I'm actually wearing paladin chainmail with like a crest on it.
What about you, Thorn? Thorn, are you wearing like armor, or are you? What is it like? Because if I go in with you two behind me, like you almost look like guards, whereas the other two can sneak in, and then we'll have some people who are supposed to be in the front on the front already, in case there is a fight that starts to happen. Thinking about this, but that's just my thought. If that's what we think or should be, I know Thorn wants to swim across the river, but it's up to you guys. What do you think?
I'm thinking, me personally, as someone who does do a little bit better with a bow than I do a sword, I would prefer to hang back and keep a keen eye just in case things go ugly. I just want to have that fail safe there.
And as my main bread and butter is get close and bonk, I feel like I should be first across that bridge.
So, Val and Aeronoth, you two want to approach them? Thorn, do you want to approach them across the bridge as well, or are you going to try to go across for high ground?
Now, this river is running pretty quick, just so you're aware.
I would like to know who is the most advantageous, who I need to cast Bless on, basically.
I would say Val, I think your charisma is a little bit higher than mine, isn't it? I think you're like 1 point.
I think we're the same actually, but
Okay.
Mine's
yeah, I was gonna
18
say I think.
more.
All right.
Don't you get
so...
does chainmail get disadvantage itself? Sorry.
Thorn will go on the
Good.
bridge, is what they said.
Cool,
So
that's
Thorn's going to go on the bridge because of the heavy
Alright.
armor.
Okay.
And then we're gonna go across to try to get to the... What about that house down in the bottom corner? Sorry, I can't see. Is there anything that we would be able to hop on to get on that roof?
Yes, you'll
If-
see
okay,
a cart,
great.
a ledge. You'll be able to hop up there.
Awesome.
As you guys are kind of getting closer, kind of peeking, you guys will see an additional archer up on top of this house as well.
Okay.
Okay.
As we get closer, before we all separate, I would like to cast Bless on Val, Aeronoth, and Thorn.
Okay. What does Bless do?
Yeah. Is it like a D4?
Bless, you bless up to 3 creatures of your choice within range whenever a target makes an attack roll or a saving throw before the spell ends. The target can roll a d4 and add the number rolled to the attack roll or saving throw.
Okay, cool.
How long does it last?
It lasts concentration, it says up to 1 minute.
I don't know about you guys, but I'm hearing the doom music kicking in the back of my skull here.
Yeah, right.
And that's why I wanted to cast that just in case.
Those who are going across the river,
Yes.
So you're able
Wait,
to fly.
Sorry.
You're able to fly, right? So where are you going, to the right or to the left of the goblins?
Alora, are you good with going below to the southern house, to the back of that?
Yeah, I agree with going to the southern house because I think with those small two roofs we can kind of hang back on those so the goblin on the other side can't quite see us, but we can pop our head up over the roof and kind of see them.
Okay.
Gotcha.
I want to still keep line of sight on our party.
Okay, so you're going to be going south. What color do you want to be?
Oh, can I be cyan? Cyan's like a light blue.
Yep.
That's fine. I can be turquoise. I'm happy with turquoise.
Oh, yeah, there's only turquoise, light blue. Yeah, I mean, I can get into it, but...
I'll be turquoise. That's fine.
Do me a favor and make a athletics roll. Because you are going through difficult waters as you're trying to swim across.
Okay.
I'm gonna, before she does that, I'm gonna say, if life gives you lemon, sprinkle some fairy dust, make lemonade. Cast guidance on her.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, interesting, because I got a 13, plus the 5 athletics, that's an 18, plus whatever guidance is. So that's a plus 4, so I got a 1 with guidance, so 19.
Okay.
I got...
So as you kind of get across, are you trying to stealth as well, I'm assuming?
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. Then roll a stealth check.
Okay, do I also get guidance with that or no?
Say again?
Yes.
Yes, I do also get guidance with that, okay.
It's like that Oprah meme. You get guidance. You get.
You all get guidance.
Eventually, I'll just start saying lemonade, and you'll know that's
Try to
guidance.
keep that off camera when you do that, okay?
13.
13? Okay. Cool. Let me write
Thank
that
you for
down.
your guidance, I needed it.
I'm here to help my friend.
I've rolled initially 4 on my
Okay. You will get on the other side as the party's approaching the bridge.
And I'll be black.
You will be black? Okay, you're going where again?
I'm with Alora.
Okay.
I'm both going there.
Real quick, party, as we go into this, are we coming from the ideal that we are an adventuring party, or do we want to try to disguise ourselves as something else as we're going into this? That's mainly for Thorn and Aeronoth.
Okay.
I say just brute force it through. We don't need to pretend to be guards.
Are you sneaking as well, by the way, Willow? If you are, make a stealth check and tell me what you get.
Oh, yep, sorry. Sprinkle some fairy dust on that too.
Because I mean, none of us are wearing recognizable armor, are we? We're just wearing armors.
I mean, you guys can be general guards for hire if you wanted to go that direction. I'm not wearing armor.
I rolled a 17 for a 20 plus 1 guidance, so 21.
Okay.
Ooh.
Cool.
Gracious.
Actually, that is a fair point. If we could both just flank Valen Fall and then just both pretend to be guards, that might be a good
To
move.
that
Sorry.
though, we also don't know if they're going to
If they're going to what?
be hot.
Well, it's more of a thing of like being a show of like status, having 2 guards. But I guess we need more guards if we were.
Oh no, so that was to the brute force that I heard before I got asked to roll stealth. So anything after that, I was trying to add, and math and
I'd say
get along.
Let's not worry about it. Let's not try to disguise ourselves anyway. Let's just go in.
Val, what color do you want to be?
Oh, purple.
Okay.
Or red. Purple. Yeah.
Yeah, let's say red is
do red.
is other creatures. My bad.
I'll do purple. Purple.
How close?
On the bridge?
You want to be on the bridge?
A little bit backwards.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then, Aranith, what color?
Give me a nice, sexy grey.
Okay. Where do you want to be relative to him?
I'll take the right flank, but just slightly behind, as if like I'm a hired gun sort of thing.
Okay.
Reinforcing the idea that this is a man of status.
Front? Okay,
All right.
He wants to be up front. So...
Fine by me. Fine by me.
Okay.
As we go into this, remember, this is diplomacy first, action second.
As you guys are now
I'll let-
certain... cross the bridge. You guys will slowly cross the bridge as you see the goblins. One of them will pick up the shiny rock. You three on the bridge can make a perception check.
11 plus 3? 14 for perception.
10.
Thorn?
Nice, 16.
16. Cool. Okay. So as you are, it's all three of you will see this. As you'll see them stop kicking the rock and you'll pick it up, all three will notice that the goblin back here in the by this house, he'll grab the ruby off the ground and put it in his pocket.
Ruby. Jeez.
Who saw that?
As
All three of you.
Oh, okay, cool. Do they look like they're hostile, or do they look like they're allowing us to just walk through?
As you guys will get closer to them, they'll be like, "Halt! Say your business."
We're here to talk to the head of the town.
Well, the head of a town isn't, he's under the weather. As you'll point over, and you guys will see a pike. I'll mark it. I'll mark it with brown, right here. You'll see a pike, right here, with the former mayor's head on it.
Then we're here to talk to whoever's in charge of you guys.
Perfect. I mean, I don't really remember where she's at. I think 20 gold pieces would help me remember.
Really?
Yep.
My guard is saying more like 5 copper would tell us where she is, but I'm gonna look around and kind of just sort of keep an eye out on the other ones, on the arches above.
These three are ready in there. These three are getting ready. Jesus.
Ready?
Ready themselves, yes.
They got weapons drawn at all?
Oh, the bows are. So while they're kind of starting this conversation, Laura and Willow, you guys can move 30 feet. What size did I think it was 30. Yeah, 30. You guys have 30 feet you can move. Each square is 5 feet. What direction would you like to go in?
Well, at least Willow, can I start making my way towards that back side of the southern building, towards that barrel, and try to see if I can, I guess I could fly up to that little, first half roof, the corner of it.
Okay. What's your flight speed?
It's equal to my walkie, so 30.
Cool. So, with that, you will, wait, you didn't, that wasn't your color, 1 second. Elora?
So 30 feet walking speed. So I don't think I can get as far as the top of the roof, so I suppose I'll just go behind the house as close as I can get.
You'll be able to get on top of these barrels.
Okay, I'll be on top of the barrels on my way to the top of the roof.
Okay. What'd you get
And
for
I'm-
your... Sorry, you were saying? Willow?
Oh, I was just saying I'm just trying to keep focus on the
Goblin.
team at the bridge as well as the archers above them.
Gotcha. You're generally gonna be seeing, talking, stuff like that, and since you're kind of like looking out that way more so than focusing on getting on top of the roof, you'll see a pike over here that has a human's head on it.
Oh. Lovely. I don't think they're very friendly.
What'd you get on
alright.
your roll, Val?
Who?
You.
Oh, was I rolling?
Persuasion.
Oh, I didn't realize.
'Cause you're like, I think 5
15.
copper from my friend
14.
back here. Oh wait, no, that'd be.
It'd be more like intimidation, which
Yeah,
is the
so
same
it's-
thing. It'd be 14.
Okay. Thornton is looking with anger in his eyes to his body and head. Okay.
Same.
It's fucking
Angry little man.
mad dogging him. Maybe I was a little harsh. Be okay to settle for like 5 gold each.
The same exact price.
I mean,
I just
is
the
it
sword
supposed
leaves
to
the
be-
hills just a little bit.
I mean, I said originally 20 each. I think I'm being nice for 5.
I'm going to cast Cause Fear on specifically this one.
Okay. So
The goal here is to make him run away and make all the other ones look a little bit more fearful, because he looks like he's a little bit more in charge in the situation, right?
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that.
Roll. So what? So.
It's a DC 14 Wisdom saving throw. And then if he fails it, he's frightened, which means I think he just runs away. I think is what he just runs.
Yeah. How many turns would he be frightened? Since he's
Up to a minute. So concentration up to a minute, which is sure. Do I lose concentration after he leaves the range?
Basically the spell wouldn't affect him anymore. What's the range?
Okay. 60 feet.
Okay. I'll say you'll see him totally run. He'll get about here, and then you'll see him just. As he'll totally just round the corner, screaming his head off. Like, I'm sorry. As he just
Like I kind of give him like a mean mug. I need a verbal word. Somebody give me a verbal word. I'll say some random word and like it almost sounds like infernal. And I'll look at the rest of his goblin mates. I'll be like, get me the leader. Or the rest of you will see exactly what he saw.
Roll intimidation.
I'll do the other dice for this one. Oi!
As one of the archers on this roof would be like,
22.
"Yeah." 22. You'll see one of the goblins start leaving and heading out this way. You'll kind of lose sight of him behind the buildings, as one of the archers on top will be like, he's just casting spells. Don't believe a word he says.
I'm gonna
We don't really
lean up against.
like spellcasters here. As you see him fully draw back his bow and is now pointing at your head.
You know, I heard your leader was a spellcaster. I don't
Your
think
leader's
she'd want to
kind
hear
of
you
a
saying
bitch,
that.
To be honest with you.
Oh, I'll be sure to let her know when I see her.
Oh, you think you're seeing her? You're not seeing her.
At this point, seeing as the guy's already knocked his arrow, I think that's time for Sword to leave Hilt and just sort of rest at my side.
As you'll now
Maybe
see,
do an intimidation.
I'm gonna lean up against the bridge next to Aeronath.